Must have gone ahead and done that. Oh.
So that did happen.
Yeah.
They do that. I love that. I thought they were kidding.
I love
I don't know. What constitutes quorum, 4 or 5?
4.
Yeah.
Now, certain things that you vote on, it takes 5.
That's what,
Okay.
okay, that's where it is.
But just to conduct a meeting like
To
that.
conduct a meeting, right. It's at 6:30.
It's like the clock in church. Nothing trumps the clock in church. All right. Would you call the roll, please?
Danielle McKenzie.
Here.
Jason Blair.
Here.
Melissa Hunt.
Here.
Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb. Mark Ham.
Here.
Glenn Lewis.
Would you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 2 is the consent docket. Item A, approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held June 18, 2018. Item B, receive the minutes of the regular planning commission meeting held February 13, 2018. Item C, receive the minutes of the special planning commission meeting held April 24, 2018. Item D, receive the minutes of the regular planning commission meeting held May 8, 2018. Item E, receive the minutes of the regular Parks Board meeting held May 1st, 2018. Item F, approve a memorandum agreement for FY 2019 with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board and the U.S. Geological Survey for stream gauging. Item G, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2017-2018 in the amount of $1,831,246.24.
Move to approve.
Second?
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. Item 3, consider approval of a new job description for the position of Sales and Special Events Coordinator and improved placement in pay grade 110 of the city's salary table approved by City Council on June 20th, 2016, effective July 1st, 2016.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor and Council, this is an existing vacant position that we have. We're just combining some special event duties to the what used to be the sales and rental coordinator. We need a person that can spend a little bit more time than what we're spending right now on special events. We feel like by having a staff person that can spend the time needed, we can leverage the staff time and make our events, while great now, we can make them even better. There's really no other change other than just adding the special event duties to it. The salary, just so you know, is $41,176. That's about $3,000 higher than what the current position would pay. So with that, I'll be happy to take any questions that you might have.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Second. Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries.
Thank you.
Item 4, consider renewal of a contract with the Central Oklahoma Transportation and Parking Authority, COTPA, doing business as Embark, to provide non-emergency medical transportation services for seniors for the period of July 1, 2018 to June 30th, 2019, and approve matching funds in the amount of $15,000.
Mayor and council, this is just a renewal of the agreement that's currently in place. Recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second?
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. Item 5, consider approval of an on-call contract with John Hart and Associates LLC to provide technical assistance with the city's stormwater management program as needed.
Vice Mayor and Council, as you are probably aware, the city is required to comply with state and federal requirements concerning the Lake Thunderbird watershed and the TMDL, or the total maximum daily load allowance of pollutants that go into the watershed. Mr. Hart has been assisting us with these regulations and requirements for several years now, and we would like to continue this relationship. He provides assistance on the TMDL monitoring, which is a wet weather monitoring where you go into the creek and take out samples. You take that to a lab and you analyze the samples. He provides us with technical assistance with that, as well as setting up program protocols and then analyzing the data that we get back in for our annual report that we have to give to DEQ every year.
Hey, Elizabeth, I have a question
Yes.
about this. We've talked about it before, and I know that it seems like some of the discussions we have had is that if we don't make some significant improvements into our runoff, you know, we've been trying to do that through education, as well as, I guess, different types of drainage and stages of drainage before the water gets to the creek to help filter out some of the pollutants. What are we looking at long-term if those steps that we've taken do not get the water level to where it needs to be? What will the city be required to do?
My understanding is that they will be doing another assessment of Lake Thunderbird. In the future, probably we are in about 3 to 4 years. The cycle runs every 5 years, and we're about kind of 1 or 2 years into it. They'll be doing another assessment, in which case we will look to see if the numbers have gotten better. If they have not, then we will continue to do the educational, and we'll ratchet that up. The state is very aware that this is new for the central Oklahoma region, and it's a learning process. And at the end of the day, the goal is to make changes with people's habits and behaviors, not necessarily spend millions of dollars on engineering to have this problem get better. So I think they're willing to work with us for some time, and we hope that together with Norman and Oklahoma City, we can make an impact.
So you don't foresee anything that might cost the citizens here money as far as us having to maybe treat that water or something?
Not in the near future, no.
Okay.
That would be the last resort, and it would probably happen several years, if not decades from now.
Okay, thanks very much.
So Elizabeth, what's our average spend on this?
On this type of contract?
Yeah.
Last year, I think we were around $5,000. $3,000 of that just happened within the past couple months as we're preparing for our annual report.
Okay, very good, thank
Make a motion to approve?
you. Second.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes. Item carries. Item 6, consider Envision More Plan 2040 Amendment Number 1, located in the northwest quarter of Section 11, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Northeast 27th Street and east of Interstate 35, from neighborhood commercial to transitional commercial. Application by Charles Thompson. Planning Commission recommended denial 7-0.
The applicant has informed me that he wishes to withdraw this item and the companion item number 7 on the agenda.
Do we need to make a motion to withdraw or table? What?
Motion could be made to accept his withdrawal, and that sets dates and times if he brings it back.
Perfect, thank you. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we withdraw item number 8. And can I do 9 together, or do I have to do it separately?
6 and 7.
Or 6 and 7, sorry. 6 and
I
7.
think we have to do, take a
Separately.
vote for each one.
Okay. Withdraw item 6.
Second?
Would you call for the vote, please?
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item is withdrawn. Item 7, consider rezoning application number RZ 972, located in the northwest quarter of Section 11, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Northeast 27th Street and east of Interstate 35 from C3 General Commercial District to C5 PU Automotive and Commercial Recreation District with a permissive use, and approve ordinance number 88318, application by Charles Thompson, Planning Commission, recommended denial, 7-0.
On this one, because there's an ordinance and the ordinance numbers, it might be beneficial to have a motion to deny ordinance.
Okay,
Using that number.
okay.
Or motion to, not deny, but withdraw, right? Is it-
Make a motion to deny ordinance number
Okay.
such and such.
All right, I'll make a motion to deny rezoning, oh, yeah, sorry. Ordinance number 833, is that what it was?
88318.
Okay, 88318.
Second.
Call for the vote, please.
Jason Blair. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm doing this all wrong. Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis. How about Jason Blair?
Yes, item is
Now we're on
denied.
a roll.
Item 8, consider the final plat of the Northeast 27th Street duplexes located in the northeast quarter of Section 11, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Northwest 27th Street and west of Eastern Avenue. Application by WD Equity LLC, Justin Rhodes, Planning Commission, recommended approval, 7-0.
Vice Mayor and Council, this site is located south of Northeast 27th Street and west of Northeastern Avenue. The lot was originally platted in the 1930s as Pioneer Acres. It's a large lot rural development and was more recently rezoned to R3 general residential as a planned unit development for senior housing. That was in 2014. The applicant is now requesting a final plat for this property to include one multifamily lot that will have 36 dwelling units being duplexes and meeting all the requirements of the approved planned unit development number 914. To meet the approved PUD requirements, a 2,000 square foot clubhouse is required, along with the residential structures being limited to 1 story, 70% masonry requirement, and a 1-car attached garage. A divided median entry street is proposed, and an increased landscaping and brick entryway fencing along Northeast 27th Street is also required. Public water currently serves the site along Northeast 27th Street. Sanitary sewer must be extended to the property from an 8-inch sanitary sewer line south of the subject site from the Brentwood addition. The access is available from Northeast 27th Street, and there is 1 curb cut proposed. A secondary emergency access point has been included from Little Lane. This will be for emergency vehicles only. There is no FEMA designated floodplain located on this property. The developer is providing for on-site detention. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be urban residential. Land uses allowed in urban residential allow for a mix of single-family detached units up to 7 dwelling units per acre and attached units up to 15 dwelling units per acre, and that includes duplexes. Attached housing such as duplexes should be located in close proximity to neighborhood commercial or community commercial centers. In reviewing this application to the comprehensive plan, the approved PUD number 914 does include increased amenities such as the clubhouse and the 70% masonry requirement and a minimum of 33 trees and 49 shrubs. The proposed development is located within a quarter mile of the Northeastern Avenue and 27th Street intersection, and there are newly emerging neighborhoods and commercial businesses in that area. As such, pedestrian-oriented design is emphasized, and sidewalks are included in this development adjoining 27th Street and on the internal drives to increase the walkability. The final plat is in compliance with the goals and policies of the Envision More 2040 plan, and staff does recommend approval of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Hey, Elizabeth, you know, is Little Lane, is that a city street or a private drive, do you know?
That is a city street, but it was developed such a long time ago, it actually meets rural standards. So it's gravel. And,
Okay, but it's a city-owned,
Yes.
maintained street.
yes.
Brooks or Stan, I don't know, do you think we might need to make some significant improvements to that road, especially if it's going to be used for emergency access such as fire trucks or ambulances?
Those not part of this plat?
No, there's no improvements to that street. The fire marshal did not think it was necessary for as much traffic as that would get, but
Right, because only emergency vehicles will be using that
Correct.
to access this side, correct?
correct.
I mean, it's gotta go separate. I can't see a time where they couldn't get in on an emergency basis. But it's gonna carry the, everyday traffic, that could be a different story.
Well, I would, just a thought, I mean, as things continue to grow and develop over there, it probably is going to start becoming a busier street. Maybe not necessarily with just this development, but it's something the city might ought to, Brooks, we might ought to look at making improvements on that, as well as maybe even Pioneer Lane over there sometime in the next 5 years or so.
Okay.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. Item 9, consider the final plat of Homestead at Cider Farms, Section 1, located in the northeast quarter of Section 31, Township 10 North, Range 2 West, being south of 34th Street and west of Sunny Lane Road. Applications by the Meadows Development LLC, Marvin Hayworth, Planning Commission recommended approval 7-0.
Vice Mayor and Council, this subject site is located south of Southeast 34th Street on the west side of South Sunny Lane. It is immediately adjacent to the southern limits of the city of Moore. This lot was rezoned to R1 Single Family Residential in March of 2017. The final plat consists of 47 lots on approximately 14 acres. This is in a density of 3 lots per acre. A common area is located on the southeast corner of the subdivision that contains a drainage easement, which is to provide stormwater detention. Public water is proposed to be extended from an 8-inch connection at Southeast 38th Street and South Sunny Lane Road. And sanitary sewer is proposed to be tied into a 8-inch force main along Sunny Lane using a proposed lift station. The city, as you probably recall, is in the beginning stages of implementing a regional lift station that would serve this area. Upon a completion of the regional lift station, this lift station would be abandoned. There is no FEMA designated floodplain located on the property. Stormwater detention for this development is provided. Access is from South Sunny Lane. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be open space residential. Land uses allowed in open space residential are typically homes developed on large lots and large tracts of undeveloped land, consisting of 3/4 acre and above, but smaller lots may be appropriate if accompanied by increased open space. Although the preliminary plat for the homestead at Cider Farms was approved prior to the adoption of the Envision More 2040 plan, the application was reviewed on a higher level for general conformance with the intent of the plan, basically for informational purposes only. The plat does include some open space of approximately 1 acre. It does fall short of the required 30% open space that's identified in the plan, but again, this was approved before the plan was finalized. The pedestrian-oriented design would is required along Sunny Lane Road. However, there is a significant barrier in this area with a bridge box along Sunny Lane Road that doesn't have sidewalk capabilities. This application is in conformance with the approved preliminary plat. If staff does recommend approval of the final plat, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
I don't know if you'll know this, Elizabeth, but do any of the kids from Timber Creek have to walk within that school district, or are they all bus riders because of where it's located?
I actually don't know the answer to that question.
The applicant know? They don't allow Timber Creek to walk? I didn't think so, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. Item 10, consider the final plat of the Grove Phase 2 located in the southeast quarter of Section 14, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being north of Southeast 4th Street and west of Eastern Avenue. Application by Meat Development LLC, Tony Meat. Planning Commission recommended approval 7-0.
This property is located north of Southeast 4th Street and west of Eastern Avenue. The lot was rezoned to R3 General Residential District as a planned unit development as part of a senior housing development in July of 2017 and was preliminary platted into two individual lots, one lot being a senior multifamily residential lot and one lot being a commercial lot. The applicant is now requesting a final plat for this property as the multifamily residential lot for approximately 120 dwelling units, meeting all the requirements of PUD number 964. A common area is located within the proposed development. It contains a detention pond, which will provide regional detention for the residential and commercial developments in this area. Public water is available along Southeastern Avenue and Southeast 4th Street. Sanitary sewer must be extended to the property. There is a FEMA designated floodplain located along the west and southwest property boundaries, and on-site detention is required. Access is available from Southeast 4th Street with one curb cut. There will be a shared access drive with a commercial lot to the southeast. The preliminary plat was approved with a public street stub to Southeastern Avenue, and that street stub is required to be constructed with this phase of the development to provide adequate emergency access. The preliminary plat was also approved with a secondary water source being provided from Southeastern Avenue to create a looped dual source system. This is required for public safety and serviceability, and that water line is required to be constructed with this phase of the development. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be community commercial. Land uses allowed in community commercial include 50% residential development and 50% non-residential land uses. This application was reviewed as to its conformity with the plan. Being a PUD, this application conforms to many of the plan's recommendations for aesthetics. The PUD does require open space of approximately 2 acres of floodway, floodplain, and a naturalized detention pond. There will be a clubhouse and a dock to utilize the detention pond, as well as a 5-foot walking trail and a pickleball court. The proposed development is located within a quarter mile of the Brand Senior Center, which is identified in the plan as being part of a priority greenway corridor, which is a greenway corridor with trails that connects parks and other significant buildings and places of interest. The approved PUD includes an internal pedestrian network with a connection to the public street stub to Eastern Avenue, and a pedestrian easement is required along the limits of the floodplain to accommodate for that priority greenway corridor. This plat is in compliance with the goals and policies of the plan, and staff recommends approval. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. Item 11, consider authorizing payment of $34,687.99 to the Oklahoma Municipal League for service fees for FY19, $17,344 to be paid July 2018, and $17,343.99 to be paid January 2019.
Vice Mayor and Council, your approval of this item authorizes the staff to pay the Oklahoma Municipal League the annual fee for another year, and we've been a member of this organization for many years. Be glad to answer any questions you might have.
Hey, I'd be curious, how often do we utilize them? I've had a few, I have as a council member on an occasion, but Mr. Brink, I mean, do you have to refer to them? Or I think we got an email talking about some possible city ordinances and things that we may be dealing with. Are they beneficial to
Right,
you?
well, they provide a lot of services with updates on upcoming legislation.
So they represent,
They always provide, updates after the legislation is acted, so that I can go through that and see how it impacts each department. There's a lot of changes. They do that legislative update. They provide workshops to go to understand the implementation of certain legislation. Right now, they have requested any input for legislative changes coming up for the new legislative year, which will start in 2019. They assist quite a bit back and forth in areas because you get input from all other cities around the state.
Do they have, I know they do provide workshops and so forth, but when we go to them as a city council, a person, we have to pay an additional fee to attend those. Is city staff the same? Or are those made
Sometimes they're
available?
free, sometimes they, run them in conjunction with other seminars and things, but there are, not necessarily the workshops to get credit for CLEs and continuing education and things, but just to kind of get a bunch of, myself, get a bunch of attorneys in there from all across the state, with ideas to bounce back and forth of, and somebody to, prepare legislation, call them up, they shoot the forms that other people have provided.
Yeah.
So, they do provide quite a bit of assistance.
And they're extremely active at the legislature, out there with
Yes,
their
they are.
lobbyists and all that, and protecting cities the best that they can and stuff, so, yeah.
Brooks, I know that the past bond election, we had some of the issues didn't pass, and are we going to be trying to look for other ways to fund some of those projects, or are they just, I'm thinking the phone system, which was the cheapest of the ones that failed. Are we going to look at some other ways to, I guess the point that I'm asking is $34,000. It's on the agenda, y'all are asking that we approve it, and so you feel that it's worth the investment, what they provide for us, OML?
Yeah, I do. Councilman Hamm, I feel it's worth the investment. I think it's important that we remain members of the Municipal League, and as far as trying to find additional ways to fund the phone system, we will be looking at that, but I would not recommend to begin to do that at the expense of this.
Okay, thank you. That's my questions.
Yeah, I just asked a question. The fee, part of it is based on population, so if you have a bigger population,
Well, and I would just reach out to my other fellow council members. If any of you are interested in maybe serving on the board, I serve on ACOG, and but it would just be good if we had a place at the table on their discussions. I think their appointments are done a little bit differently, and they're actually elected among the members. But if any of y'all are ever interested, and we could reach out to them, I know you did, Brooks,
Yeah,
last time.
Right, and they chose someone else, but the next time one of those positions comes open, then I'll be sure and approach council again and see if we can get a seat on that board.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item 12, the consent docket. Item A, receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Public Works Authority meeting held June 18th, 2018. Item B, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2017-2018 in the amount of $192,380.01.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 13, consent docket. Item A, accept the minutes of the regular Moore Risk Management meeting held June 18th, 2018. Item B, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2017-2018 in the amount of $159,898.50.
Move to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and reconvene the city council meeting. Item 14 is new business. Item A, citizens forum for items not on the agenda. No one has signed up, but would anyone like to speak? Item B, items from the city council or trustees.
Would just say I appreciate the local businesses with Mr. Meek, Mr. Hayworth, Mr. Thompson, all had items on the agenda. And appreciate you guys building and doing business here. And Mr. Thompson, hope you'll look at that and maybe bring it back and we'll figure out how to make that happen. So glad that local people are building right here in Moore.
Well, item C, items from the city manager, trust manager.
Vice Mayor and Council, just a few things tonight. This morning, ODOT approved the contract for the 34th Street overpass, so it's, the commissioners approved it. So we still expect construction to begin sometime in August. Looking forward to that project. Would like to thank our citizens for coming out and voting last week, and especially for approving Propositions 1 and 2. That'll make a big difference in our city's infrastructure as we go forward. The propositions that haven't passed will look for ways to maybe be able to fund those in the near future. Most of you probably saw the Supreme Court ruling on internet sales tax last week, and so I've already had one conversation with the Tax Commission, and we'll have several more here over the next coming weeks and months just to see what kind of impact that might have on us and how soon that might happen, and then I'll be happy to report back to council on that. As was discussed when the budget was approved, water rate increase has gone into effect July 1st, and this is what Oklahoma City has passed on to us based on our contract that we have with them. And then also I visited with Chris Manna, the director of the library here recently, and he wanted me to pass on this message that he has received many compliments on the on-street parking for the Howard project, and just wanted to make the council aware of that. That's all I have.
Hey, Brooks, just real quick, a question about the 34th Street Bridge. Can we, as soon as you can, people are going to be asking about that. They've been asking about it, but once they start to see construction, they'll really want to know timeline. So, you know, if we could maybe put together a proposed timeline, and so that we're all kind of on the same page when communicating with the.
Oh, we will. We'll do that. We'll get the timelines identified, and then have them on our website for the citizens to look at, and Facebook page, and then certainly give that information to council.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Item 15 is executive session. Section 307, Title 25 Oklahoma statutes permits the public body to meet in executive session for certain specified reasons under certain specified conditions. It is the opinion of the city attorney that the city council may consider and adopt a motion to meet in executive session to discuss the following items. Item A, discuss, consider, and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending litigation styled Broadmoor Golf Club LC versus the City of Moore, case number CJ-2016-749, and authorization for legal counsel and staff to take action as necessary and appropriate in the interest of the defendants as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B4. Item B, receive an update and discuss negotiations between the City of Moore and the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 131, as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B2. Item C, receive an update and discuss negotiations between the City of Moore and IAFF Local 2047 as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B2. Do we have a motion to convene to executive session?
Make a motion we convene to executive session.
Thank you.
Second.
Would you call for the vote, please?
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes.
Jason Blair?
Yes, we are convened to executive session. Please let the record reflect that all members who were present before are still present. Item A, discuss, consider, and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending litigation style Broadmoor Golf Club LC versus City of Moore, case number CJ 2016749, and authorization for legal counsel and staff to take action as necessary and appropriate in the interest of defendant as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B4. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion our attorneys proceed as directed in executive session.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes. Item B, receive and update and discuss negotiations between the City of Moore and the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 131 as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B2.
There was no action.
No action.
No action.
And then, item C, receive an update and discuss negotiations between the City of Moore and IAFF Local 2047 as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B2. Again, no action is taken. And item 16 is adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes, we are adjourned.